Hi Gemini, welcome to your Astro Reels reading. It's such a pleasure to read for you. As you guys know, these readings are timeless and signless. Wow, your energy is trying to come through. These readings are timeless and signless, so you don't have to have any actual Gemini natal placements to have this reading be for you. And you don't have to be watching this reading when it's being published. If it's for you, then it's for you. If you watch it and it resonates, it's for you. Yay! If you watch it and it doesn't resonate, I would invite you to take a step back, allow the energies to unfold some more, and then come back and listen again, and then take it from there. Chances are the energies are still unfolding. Of course, if you'd like to work more personally with me, you know exactly where to find me. It's interesting, I just felt like I had to tell you, I'm everywhere, okay? So that's for somebody, that's somebody's grandmother, I think, coming through, someone's grandmother who has passed. God bless you. Just a reminder to, and she's so sweet, she's like, I just came in quickly, I'm out, okay? God bless. But just a reminder, guys, that our loved ones are with us even more than they were before. So let your worries go, and always remember, if you really knew, and I say this in very seriously but also laughing and chuckling at it, but if you really knew how accurate it is to say that they're with us all the time, you would be very uncomfortable. And they're not following you around, but you think about them, they're right there. Okay, so we're just gonna let it go, because at this level of experience, we have the comfort of not being able to see around corners and believing in the false construct of time as a linear thing and distance as a thing, and all of that is not real, but it is something that is real to us at this level of experience. And so it kind of gives us that little comfort. But please let me let you know, when we say that our loved ones who have passed on are still with us, whether they're cute little pets, cutes, or human beings, they are, okay? So let's move forward on that. All right, so anyway, and what I was saying is, if you'd like to work with me, I'm here for you. To find me, you can just look for my link to my Etsy page. All right, anyway, so let's jump right in, guys. When I was feeling into your energy, I wanted to tell you that I'm feeling some really big leadership vibes from you, Gemini. I almost called you Pisces, so maybe you should check out the Pisces reading, or some of you who are watching may also have some heavy Piscean elements to you. But I'm getting that, yeah, you've got some leadership vibes to you, but I'm getting a little bit of I want to say confusion, but the words that I heard them say or heard come to me more naturally is a little bit of a consensus of crazy around you. We got some COC, consensus of crazy. So what's happening here? It's almost like, I'm not saying this is the exact detail, but obviously, but I'm just saying it gives me a vibe like if you're the head of a boardroom or head of a team of something of some sort, and you're kind of going through a personal crisis in your life, and you're thinking things through, you're maybe having nightmares and stuff, and people on your board, the executive board or something, are starting to notice your odd behaviors, and they're like, is this person okay? It's not to the point where they're like, oh, is this person fit to lead? It's not that at all. It's just more like they're noticing some changes within you. So maybe there's a little bit of a lockstep that's going on, or did I use that term right? I don't know. A stumbling that's going on. And let's look at that. So what I'm getting here is a little bit confusion. See how this card had come out like this. When we usually think about this card, it's like, well, stroke of genius, insight coming in, downloads, but it came out crooked like that, and it kind of gives me vibes like maybe some information was switched. Interesting, I'm getting switched at birth. So this is something that is, ooh, I love this feeling. As I'm saying that, I'm starting to, it hurts inside in my stomach and stuff, because it feels like a harpoon. You know, like a harpoon, it's got the rope, and then it's got the metallic end like that it like goes down and then boop comes up halfway. So it's like a harpoon, and it's like, and then it's supposedly to hook a whale or something, and once it gets in there, it hooks, and now it's pulling the whole thing, right? Now it's interesting, because I just finished doing the Taurus reading, where they're talking about it, literally in the title it's something like hooked, major hooked energetic blockage is being removed. And there was a lot of confusion in that reading, and it was a medical procedure that the guides did for those who were on that call. So if you're watching this, maybe you should head over there, kind of receive some vibes. It's giving me vibes like that a bit. But in this reading, it says hooked at birth. So what I'm getting is that there's some confusion in your field right now, and it kind of feels like it's not your fault. There are things coming up from your energetic field. It's like trying to come up from your energetic field that were implanted into you and I'm talking energetic wise, unless you're walking around with some harpoon sticking out of you. But if you're looking at your energetic space, probably an energy reader or medical intuitive can trace some type of structure in your field that is acting like that or looks like that. So this is kind of how this works. But Spirit is saying that you're going to, the heads up for here, go to watch the Taurus and get the energetic clearing. But here what they're saying, it's almost like you've come out of that surgical room, and now here they're telling you some things to expect. So some things to expect as this major energy, this is clear, this hook, it's like a hook at 5 minutes 55 seconds. See, as it's cleared, they're saying you're going to have some ideological power struggles. Over here I'm seeing it, power struggles. Like you can't see your way out of some things, and that's because you are getting clear. When we're getting clear, sometimes we go through a lot of confusion, because imagine if God's hand reaches in. Oh yeah, let's use him. Oh my God, he's been helping me with showcasing some of these things. If this is representing you, if God's hand reaches in like a claw, and you're in your whole melee and everything, you're still having your nightmares, you're going through your stuff, you're ideologically confused, all sorts of stuff is happening, but Spirit has now laid their hands on you. So someone is going to be working on your field, is what I'm getting, and you've already been rescued, because the minute that this hand already has the idea to come in and get you, you're good, you gravy, right? And then it's got you, so we're cool. You just relax. But as you're being pulled out, super cute, in a hug, of course, you're going to be seeing, you're still confused, there's still stress, there's stuff going on, because your mind is still in that mix, but Spirit is pulling you out of that energy field completely. You're changing fields completely, and it's almost like a sphere that you've been in since birth. Sphere of energy. So this could be referring to I'm reading at the energetic level, right? So the question is, how does it hit your life? For some of you, this could be family influence. For some of you, it could be about being born into a certain culture, certain ideologies. For some of you, it could be just having certain experiences in your life that you didn't understand, but they just kept happening to you and you didn't understand. And whatever this is, you're leaving it behind. Imagine if it's like this dome, because it's a sphere that you've been in, and it's like this, and Spirit has you, and you're already on your way out. And it's just like, as you're coming out of it, you're still going to have the same kinds of thoughts, because the frequencies are all around you, but then eventually you're out, and then the air starts to be more clean and clear, and you can start to think. But until you can start to think, you're going to be having the frequencies of Spirit on you, introducing new perspectives, new thoughts, new ways of thinking, new paradigms, new timelines are becoming available to you, but they're coinciding with what you know or have known to be true because of your conditioning. So that's the stress. See how as I'm doing that's the stress, and then look at right under here, that's the problem, that's the stress that you're having. Okay, so if you are watching this video and you're feeling a certain type of way, you're feeling like a big fat loser is the words the guides are saying. Yes, put your hands down, everybody. And you're feeling like a big fat loser. It's so interesting, because as I did this, it reminded me of the Hand of Fatima. So if you recently had any connections with the Hand of Fatima, or if you lost one, like if you lost ring or something like that, or you just saw one recently, this could be a sign to you. Maybe some of you may feel like, oh, where's my luck? I've never been lucky. It's, maybe you haven't because of what you've been through, but Spirit is saying you can count yourself as already out. Just stay the course, keep focused on moving forward, and allow yourself to stay as grounded as possible in what? Not in what you were just in those false beliefs and those harsh atmospheres. Stay grounded in the idea that I'm being airlifted out of here. So that could be your mantra. I'm being airlifted out of here. And don't get more into it than you need to. And for example, don't be trying to define what it means. What does here mean? I'm being airlifted out of here. Yeah, because here is so stressful, and here is where my family is, and here. Now you're taking your attention back to there. Just, I'm being airlifted out. If you can't handle the here, just I'm being airlifted out, or I'm being airlifted to my new life. Just focus on that. That's a way of focusing on what's coming for you, as opposed to feeling the effects of being moved from where you are. So a lot of you are still kind of being moved out of some energy, some entity, because this sphere of influence is operating a bit like an entity. And I'm saying, and they're saying, and I'm saying it's empty. And they want you to start planting the seeds for change right now. And suddenly it almost looks like I'm about to build a spine here. They want to build a spine. Dancer, look at her. Promise. Spirit is like, look, we got you. This soil is legit, too legit to quit. We've given you this soil. Go ahead, dance, plant, have the victory. The victory is already here. You have to plant yourself. You have to tap into that. So make your backbone, I almost said blackbone, hey, black is beautiful, right? But make your backbone be this ideological truth. I am blessed. I am bountiful. I am coming into, no, I am in my 11 minutes, 11 seconds season of prosperity. I am safe. Whatever it is that Spirit is taking to you to, which is protection, safety, it's already here. Your job is to start tapping into the gift. Okay? Tapping into the gift. So you've been given a gift, a lot of you. Look at this. Lots going on. I'm also seeing crystal stuff. Look, council. See? Look at your guides coming up. Yeah. So your council, see how I just hit this card? So I do feel that your council members, and I do look at this angel spirit gifts. Oh, who's that? Insight. Yes. See? I was just about to say your guides and your council and stuff, they're talking to you at night. So you're getting your dreams. Your dreams are filled with messages for you. All right. So please, 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 if this message is for you today, fear not. Fear not, because the hand of God has already started to airlift you out. So if you're confused, if you're struggling, if you're feeling at odds with your ideologies, if your thoughts are changing, if you don't know what life is about anymore, if you, all this stuff, it's very temporary, okay? So what I would invite you to do is to zoom out, sometimes zooming out and taking a macroscopic view of the forest, as opposed to staying, completely, they're saying, fooled by the trees. Zoom out, zoom out. If you zoom out, you realize, okay, in fact, let me give you this visual. It might help you. It's hitting it home. It feels appropriate. Let's say you're being airlifted out of some dense, crazy, dark, jungle where things are lurking, where there's magic and black magic and animals and insects and things that will eat you alive and just the stuff nightmares are made of. But you've started to be, something came down and swooped you up, and you're now seeing yourself. You open your eyes and you see yourself kind of like moving quickly, and you're like confused, what's happening? I'm seeing trees rushing by me and all sorts of stuff and things. I got duck here and do this, and I'm confused, and I just threw up. And but then finally you come through the clearing, and suddenly you start to see yourself. You realize, oh my God, it's not that I'm being dragged through this forest, I'm being pulled higher. And it was at such an angle that I didn't realize that whatever is pulling me up is taking me out of this place altogether. But for that moment, I was stymied and I was confused by all this movement. It was dark outside and the moon, and I couldn't even see any lighting, and I'm just feeling things whip past me, and I'm feeling afraid. And suddenly you can start to relax a little bit more, because you suddenly dawns on you, oh shoot, I'm being lifted out. And then finally you start to see sunlight, because the trees were so dense and so dark and foggy and smoggy and everything that you couldn't see. And now all you're seeing is light. And now that you're going higher, 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 and you're seeing straight up the forest. It's the forest. You're like, holy crap, where the hell was I? You couldn't see the forest for the trees. You were in Nightmare City. But now you're safe. Nothing can jump up from there anymore, because it suddenly dawns on you that those things are part of the forest and you're free. So start getting into that ideology, okay? Bye.